Welcome back to Learn German in 32 Hours with John Berlin. In the previous lessons, we have gone over the day-to-day sentences which acquaint ourselves with how the German language sounds like, and our short-term goal was to be able to make those sentences without any mistakes. Now, to do that, we'll need to learn some fundamentals, yes, and a few grammar tables. Once we have done it, we'll be able to make the sentences without any problem, yes. So, what are the fundamentals known as in German? They're known as the Grundlagen. Yes, fundamentals. Yes. Now, woraus bestehen die Grundlagen? What do the fundamentals consist of? We begin with the basics. We first understand the different types of articles and the different types of nouns that you can find in German. Now, for example, in German, there are genders. Yes, to understand what I mean by genders, let's take the help of an article. For example, let's pick up the article the. Now, in English, we know there is just one type of the. Yes, but in German, to begin with, I'll give you three types of the. Yes, so if something is masculine, we call it der. If something is feminine, we call it die. If something is neutral, yes, we call it das. So it's der, die, das. Perfect. And just to add on, let's make this 4. If something is plural, in that case, we would say it is die once again. So der, die, das, die. Now in German, when we are learning the articles, by default, we learn these 4 in the first go. Der, die, das, die. Yes? Now, what do I mean that something is male, something is female, something is neutral, or something is plural? In German, for example, let's say we're talking about a table. Table in German is masculine. That means der Tisch. Tisch is like table. And another example could be like a wardrobe. Wardrobe in German is like a Schrank, like a cabinet. Yes? Or a computer. All of these nouns have a masculine article. They are all masculine. Now, examples of certain words which are feminine is Lampe, which is like a lamp, Uhr, which is like a watch, yes, or let's say like a Frau. Frau is like a woman. Perfect. All of these are feminine. Now, certain words in German are neutral, like Buch, which is a book, Haus, which is a house, Handy, which is a phone. So all of these words are neutral. Yes. So once we are learning the German translations of the words, we also need to take into account their articles. Yeah. Something is male, something is female, something is neutral. Now there is no shortcut to doing it. We can only do it with a little practice and a few tips. Yes. Now if something is plural, doesn't matter which gender. If it's male, female, or neutral, doesn't matter. If it is plural, it'll be die. For example, let's pick up something from here. Table becomes tables. In German, it's die Tische. Or lamp becomes lamps. In German, Lampen. Or book becomes books. In German, Bücher. Yes? So if something is plural, it'll become die. So I urge you to start learning the German words and create your vocabulary. What is vocabulary known in German? It's called das Vokabeln. Yes, there is another word for it. Der Wortschatz. What is Wortschatz? Schatz means treasure. Wort means word. I like this word. It means a treasure of words. How could you make your treasure of words? I would recommend 3 to 5 words on a daily basis. Yes, create a notebook and try to write down 3 to 5 words. All you need to do is look around yourself. Whatever you see, try to translate it in German along with the article. For example, let's say the kitchen. Kitchen in German is Küche. Yeah, and a quick tip: if the noun ends with a e, just like the article die, it'll be feminine. Perfect. Die Küche. But that doesn't mean that all the feminine will end with a e. That is not the case. For example, the word for door is Tür. Now this doesn't end with a e, but still it is feminine. Die Tür. Perfect. Moving forward, what is a wall in German? It's called Wand. Once again, doesn't end with a e, but it is still feminine. Die Wand. Yeah. Now, what is an air conditioner? In German, it's called Klimaanlage. Now, it again ends with a E, just like the article, the. Perfect. Now, there is another word, Kurs. What is a course in German? We call it Kurs, and it is masculine. When I say masculine, it means der. Perfect. That is right. Der. What is a cabinet? I spoke about it. It's called Schrank. And as you can see, Schrank is what? Masculine. So we'll write there. What is a teacher? Now, all the nouns related to people by default are masculine. So teacher by default, it's called Lehrer, and by default, it will be der Lehrer. Standardmäßig by default, immer masculine, it is always masculine. Der Lehrer. Now, quick trivia. If you want to change a noun related to a person into female, all you need to do is change the article into feminine, that is the, and write the word Lehrer and add a in to it. Lehrerin. Now it has become feminine. Yes, that's a quick tip. You can change any noun related to a person from male to female by adding a in and changing the article from there to the. Fantastic. Okay, moving forward, the word is school. In German, we call it Schule. Again, it ends with a E, just like the article the. Perfect. What is a man? It's in German, Mann. Yes, like naturally it will be der masculine. Perfect. So what I would do, I would leave you with this table, and what you could do is use Google Translate and try to find out what is the German translation. Now, when you're using Google Translator, please make sure you give in the word with an article. Like, for example, if you write the mobile, Google will tell you das Handy. Yes, so it will give you the translation, plus it will also tell you the gender, das, which means it is neutral. Now, if by chance there is a typical word which you can't get the article of, you're confused if it's male, female, or neutral, I'll give you a website. It's called www.artikel-de.com. Yeah, perfect. So, richtig. That is the. Okay, let me reconfirm this website. I think I've written it wrong. Give me a quick second. Okay, coming back. So let me update the website. Please note the correct website is www, which is www, then article, and then you need to write, okay, instead of article, you need to write der dash artikel.de. Yes, der strich artikel.de. In this website, you'll be able to find out the different articles for different words. Yes. All right. So moving forward, let's look at the days of the week from Monday to Sunday. Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we look the months of the year, Monate des Jahres, months of the year from January to December, Januar, Februar, März, April, Mai, Juni, Juli, August, September, October, November, December. Perfect. You could re-listen to get the pronunciations right. Perfect. So this was a bit about the fundamentals in which we learned today. There are genders in German which we can identify with the articles. And in the next lesson, we'll get started with a few grammar tables. So catch you in the next lesson. This is John Berlin signing off.